Hi, welcome to a vlog of my Tuesday as a student. I wake up at 5 a.m., take a shower, and get ready for school. Then I take the socks out of my hair because I did heroes curls overnight. Honestly, I really like how my hair looks. At 10 past 6, I have breakfast and start doing my makeup. I apply concealer, mascara, and blush. At 6:45, I go with my house and go to school. I arrive there at 7 a.m. During the morning, you can see some moments from my classes and while I'm eating. Then I'm in class with my best friend. At 20 past 9, I go to break and spend some time with my other friends. After the break, I go back to class again. And after that, I watch a football game. At 3:30 in the afternoon, I leave school and walk back home. Then there's a clip of me arriving home with my dad. At 4:30 in the afternoon, I leave again because I have my English class. And then I take an Uber to Oxford where I study English. When I arrived, I take an exam. I was really nervous, but luckily I did very well. At 7 p.m., I leave class and say goodbye to my classmates and my teacher. Finally, I take an Uber back home, and the last clip is me in the elevator saying goodbye. And that was my Tuesday. Thanks.
Hey guys, welcome to my vlog. I wake up at 5 a.m, make my bed and have a quick breakfast before leaving. The ride to school takes a little bit of time, so it's a good moment to listen to some music and fully wake up for the day. Now I am arriving to school and walking straight to my classroom to start the morning. At 6 a.m, my first class is chemistry, where we learn basic science. After that, at 7 a.m, I have Spanish class, where we read stories and write. At 8 a.m, we get a break. We play kickball outside. Then it's time for robotic class. First, the teacher explains the lesson. After that, we do the practice on the board and learn how to turn on light. At noon, school is over, so I head back home. Once I get home, I sit down to have a nice lunch. In the afternoon, I spend some time doing my high school homework. Finally, I finish my day with my English lessons. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Hi everyone, welcome to my vlog. My day begins at 5:40 minutes in the morning. After getting dressed, I do my makeup, put on perfume, and style my hair with headless curls. Then I have breakfast and walk to school with my mom. As soon as I arrived at school, I meet up with my friends. On Tuesday, my first class is biology, which lasts for 2 hours. After that, I have a short break. Later, I attend physical education, mathematics, and robotic class. For lunchtime, I usually have chicken and vegetables for lunch. After that, I attending my final class of the day. When school ends, I walk back home while I enjoy an icy drink. Then I relax for a while, change my clothes, and go to my English class with my friend via Uber. Thanks for watching my vlog. See you next time.
Hi everyone, this is a vlog about a day in my life. Today starts with going to school. The school bus picks me up every morning at 6:30, so I usually have to wake up pretty early. Before leaving, I normally get ready quickly and have breakfast. Here I was at school waiting for classes to begin, and after 3 classes, we had a 30-minute break. During the break, I talk with my friends and walk around the school. Later, I was in chemistry class working on some assignments that I had to hand in. At 12:45 we went for lunch, and that day I had arroz paisa, which I really enjoyed because it was delicious. After lunch, I went back to class, although at that moment I was mostly watching one of my friends trading cards with someone else, instead of paying much attention. Once that class finished, we had another 15-minute break. After the break, we have our last classes of the day, and everyone already looked tired and ready to go home. At 3:30, I finally left school and got home around 4:10. The first thing I did was greet my dog and spend some time with him before leaving for my English class. I also relaxed for a few minutes and got my things ready. When I arrived, my classmates and teacher were already reviewing for the exam we had that day. I felt a little nervous at first, but in the end, the exam was not that difficult. We finished the exam at 7 p.m., and after that, I headed back home. Once I got there, I started getting ready for bed because I was already feeling tired after such a long day. Before sleeping, I spent a little time on my phone and then finally went to bed. And that was basically my whole day.